Hi, my name is Nico. I'm a Canvas director, the senior Canvas director with Canvas for a Cause, and I'm here to tell you that it does get better. My story is in many ways similar to most people's, I'm guessing, and it has a couple of differences. When I was very, very young, when I was 5 years old or so, my parents took me away from America, and they brought me to Italy. My mom had gotten a great job there with NATO and all that. And the major learning moments of my life, from about the age of 5 or 6 to about 10, where I learned how to really be a human, I would say, I learned in Italian culture. And it was difficult for me because everyone saw me as American. But my first book was in Italian. I didn't even learn how to read English until I was 11 years old. And when I came back to America, when I was around 10 or 11, everyone saw me as Italian. And I didn't have any friends, and nobody wanted to hang out with me on the playground, and nobody wanted to talk with me, and my parents had to move me from school to school. Teachers would accuse me of being dyslexic because I couldn't read, and it led to a lot of turmoil for me, and I overate, and I got very large, and I went into high school, and my grades were okay, but I never really had many friends. I was either fatty, or, just a little bit too strange, a little bit too weird. I didn't know who I was allowed to talk to. I would talk to people in different grades, which apparently wasn't okay, or I would talk to girls, and all the guys thought it was weird, and then by the time I was old enough to actually talk to girls, I didn't know how. I came out as... I didn't know what I was, but I came out as bi in high school. And that added another layer of strangeness to me, and rather than try to realize how I was different and make it okay, I decided that being weird was who I was, so I just tried to make myself as weird as possible. And that led to me not having any friends. I didn't have any friends in high school. I didn't have any friends in middle school. I didn't know how to be around people. I didn't know how to talk to people. And I got to a point where towards the end of junior year and throughout almost all of senior year, I was incredibly depressed. I lived at home. I would go weeks at a time without even going to school. I would stay in my bed. I would overeat. I would buy entire pies and eat them all in one sitting. My doctor said that I was at risk of being obese. And it led to a point where I dropped out of high school. I lost a lot of weight. I decided to get better. And even after that, even after all of that, I was still alone for about 2 years. And I even moved out of my parents' house. I lived on my own, basically, and I didn't have any friends. And one day, I met someone. Her name was Simone, and she decided, through whatever reason, that I was worth having as a friend. And she showed me how to be around people. Before that, I didn't know how to interact with anybody, except for maybe behind the counter of a coffee shop that I was working at. And through that coincidence of meeting someone that was willing to give me the time of day, even though I was very strange and very awkward and didn't know how to act around people, I got better, and it got better, and I learned how to talk to other individuals and how to make friends. And I have a lot of friends now, and I work at an organization where my job is to talk to people. I have about 30 people working under me even, and all of that is because I know how to talk to people now, and it happened because I got lucky and I found one person that was willing to talk to me, and that's all it takes, is that one person. So I'm here to tell you that it does get better, and it can be strange, it can be hard, and you can feel like there's a lot of hate and a lot of people stacked up against you, and the whole world is against you. But if you go on and you try and you talk to everyone like you could form a friendship, somebody's going to give you the time of day. Somebody's going to change your life. And if I had given up, I would never be where I am now. And it does get better.